All right, let's talk about the weather. Jessica's back. We know that we have a whole bunch of rain coming.
We got a lot of rain, yes. A very rainy rest of the weekend, even into the weekend as well. We're going to track several rounds of rain that will be moving through, and some of that could be very heavy at times. So again, really Wednesday through Sunday. It's not going to rain the entire time, but it's again going to be several rounds of rain that really do add up. So especially by the weekend, we're going to have ground that's very saturated and already inundated with a lot of rain, and then we're going to add more rain onto it. So especially as we get into the weekend, we could definitely have some flooding concerns when that heavier rain moves through with Saturday and into Sunday. We do have flood watches that have been issued for the majority of the area for that time frame, Wednesday through Sunday, and it's not just us. You see a slew of those all the way back towards the southwest. This is the area that's really going to be getting hammered, if you will, with rain over the next few days. And you can really see on that projected rainfall for the next 5 days through Sunday, there's that swath of rain where we're going to see several inches of rain possible, hence all of those flood watches. So we are going to see plenty of the rain. And here's how this plays out with that big picture forecast. We've been dry today. We're going to stay dry tonight. Into tomorrow, we're going to have a couple different rounds of showers and storms. One's going to come around lunchtime. The other's going to come more as we get into the overnight hours. And each of those chances could have some very heavy rain associated with it. We'll still have some lingering showers as we get into Thursday. Heaviest rain pushes just to our south on Friday. So just a little bit of a lull in the action, not enough to really dry things out too much before our next round moves in for Saturday and into Sunday as well. And again, that's going to be some steadier, heavier rain. So especially by the weekend, we're expecting that could have some issues with flooding concerns. So we're going to keep an eye on that as we head towards the weekend in particular. For tonight, we're going to be dry, pretty quiet out there. It is going to be chilly, temperatures in the 30s. So it's going to be a cold start to your Wednesday morning, but Wednesday is going to be a day of change for us. We'll pick up that National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. Winds are going to be fairly breezy as we go through the day on Wednesday. Our temperatures are going to improve, but really not until the second half of the day. We're going to track one round of showers and storms that's going to move through with our warm front. So this will be round one that we're going to be watching late morning, kind of towards lunchtime. As that moves out, we pick up a good breeze from the south, and that's going to help boost our temperatures. I think most of us will try for highs around 70 degrees through the afternoon and evening hours. So our temperatures are going to be mild. We've got some stronger winds, and we're going to watch another round of storms that's going to be moving our way as we get into the overnight hours. So these are going to develop off to our west, likely to be severe as they develop, but then they're going to be pushing our way. And as they do, they're going to be running into, well, the fact that it's going to be nighttime. So it's really hard for those storms to maintain themselves through the overnight hours as we lose some of those key ingredients through the day. So we are going to track this as it moves west to east across the area and see if it can kind of maintain its strength. A lot of that steadier, heavier rain and storm activity is out of here by Thursday morning. We'll just have some lingering showers. But again, we're going to watch those storms very closely. Best chance for severe potential is kind of just off to the west there. And notice that kind of decreases going to the east. So we'll watch those storms very closely. If they can hold on to some of that severe potential, biggest threat's going to be the potential for some damaging winds. Large hail and isolated tornadoes not out of the question, but damaging winds and of course heavy rain will be a concern for those storms Wednesday into Wednesday night, and then more rain is in that forecast. Union Home Mortgage extended forecast. We got lingering showers for us on Thursday. Temperatures are still in the 60s there. Again, a little bit of a lull on Friday. Temperatures back in the 50s. More rain and storms as we get into the weekend. That could cause some flooding concerns, and then we are looking below average as we get into the first part of next week for that Guardians homeowner. Russ.
All right, Jessica, thank you.